This chickpea curry tastes like it's been simmering for hours, but it only took me 20 minutes. This is my go to weeknight recipe when I'm feeling low on energy, but I also need to eat something to keep me full. It's beginner friendly and it's rich in nutrients, and I'm pairing it with some roti and spiced yogurt for a complete meal that's actually satisfying. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me show you how to make it. Start by adding 1 to 2 teaspoons of oil in a pressure cooker, then add some cumin seeds, a bay leaf, and garlic and onions and saute till fragrant. Add some whole spices that I've bundled up in a muslin cloth for that extra flavor and mix well. Cook for 3 to 4 minutes until the onions soften and become translucent. Now grate some fresh ginger right into the pot. Mix this in and let it cook for maybe 30 seconds. Now I'm adding a cup of Italian tomato passata, which is really high quality pureed tomatoes. This way I don't have to chop tomatoes or remove the seeds. I can just add 1 cup of this, which is equivalent to around 2 to 3 tomatoes, large ones. Now cook this paste down for about 5 minutes and keep stirring occasionally so that nothing sticks to the bottom. Add some salt, chole masala, which you can easily get at the Indian store, and a pinch of sugar to balance everything out, and then add the chickpeas. I have soaked 1 cup here, but you can easily use 1 to 2 cans of chickpeas. Now add water, about a cup to a cup and a half, till all the chickpeas are submerged well. And close the lid and pressure cook it till you hear 3 whistles. Now, if you're using canned chickpeas, I would say just pressure cooking it for 1 whistle because canned chickpeas are already cooked. And if you want a great recipe of buffalo chickpea wraps, then I have it linked here. It uses canned chickpeas and it is a very easy recipe. This can be done on medium heat, and once it's done, turn off the heat and let it depressurize naturally for about 10 minutes. Open it up, and if the curry looks a little thin, turn the heat back on and let it simmer for about 5 minutes to thicken it up while stirring occasionally. Now add a good handful of fresh cilantro, some lemon juice, and balance out the spices and salt. Taste and adjust if needed. Serve this with fresh roti, but I have used the frozen one because I didn't have the energy here. You can make spiced yogurt, which is yogurt with some salt and ground cumin seeds, like roasted and ground cumin seeds. You can also add some pickled onions on the side. I've just taken some onions thinly sliced with some lemon juice. You can add chaat masala on top, which is another really beautiful spice blend that you can get at the Indian store. And that is it. So here's the complete meal. It took me less than 20 minutes of actual hands on time. The gravy has a really good depth of flavor and it tastes like it's been cooking for hours. And the spiced yogurt ties everything together without being overpowering. If you like this one pot recipe, let me know down in the comments below. And if you want more such easy vegetarian recipes, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.